he said that he's praising his progress he has achieved over 18 months and called for continuous resilience and faith in achieving Nigeria's collective goals. Are we seeing our leaders detached from the people to feel what the people are literally feeling right there in the streets? And all day, I don't know, maybe they brief every other morning is, oh, everything is fine, your policy is great. Sycophancy.
Is it a sycophancy? Is it a brief, or is it image management? I mean, we're seeing the Kemi Badenoch saga we're about to get to later. We're seeing the government trying to protect the image of the country. We're seeing some citizens even trying to protect the image of the country. So are we looking at...
Is it a detriment of the people?
Once you publish something, you climb a mountain, you toss papers, you can't pick up all the papers. People actually see these headlines. Anyone abroad is positive. But it's still, the question is still very valid. Is it that they know what is going on, but they're trying to manage image? Or is it that they are detached, like Oji rightly pointed out?
Okay, when we talk about insecurity, so these things, we need to talk about them. We've gotten to the point where we need help, I'm telling you. We need help.
But when he went to G20 in Brazil, it's like the president talking from the two sides of his mouth right now. We're talking about in 18 months, there are a lot of progress and whatnot. But he went to G20 and we're talking about how Nigeria needs this, needs that, and we are facing the hardest times and whatnot, right? So is the president not talking from the two sides of his mouth?
Yeah, you also need to understand that his position at the time is to see how to galvanize international, international, let me say international partnership. Do you understand? So he will talk, he's just like a marketer, he's allowed to. Just like a marketer, you need to say, this is the...
Oh, it's contradiction.
Yeah, but that's what the time calls for. So I don't want to fault on that.
Yeah.
But when we look at the real things around us, we always say, you know, you were asking, is it that they're not in touch with the people? But if you look at other places, you see leaders that are in touch with the people. The problem is this. I also want to say this. You can be sincere and sincerely wrong. The president might be sincerely trying to make this country work. But some of the policy advisors, some of the people who are in charge of this public relations, to know what these people might not be giving him the right information, and it becomes problematic. So you see somebody that wants to do something, but he's able to do nothing, because the people are not reporting to him what is really happening. And you know, leadership is very interesting because it actually gives you a wall, a glass wall. So you're not out of it. You could look and you peep. But since you don't know what the weather looks like out there, you wouldn't understand what's happening. And when you don't understand, you say, okay, don't worry, we are going to be fine. Do you know we are going to be fine? 1 month, it can be catastrophic for some people just because of one wrong policy. So I think my advice actually to the president would be, look at the people around you. Get people who understand these things better. Get people that can help you fix this country better. I also believe there are people that can fix this country.
Definitely.
There are a lot of them.
Definitely. Now, before we let you go, let's look at this headline from Leadership as it concerns the Southeast and Yuletide festivities. Passengers groan as flight tickets to Southeast near 1 million naira. We're looking at return tickets from Lagos to Anambra. Airlines are charging 700,000 naira. You know, this is something that happens every Christmas season. We see airfares skyrocket, and now you're looking at travelers actually considering the roads. They want to come by road to the Southeast because of how expensive these tickets are. But, you know, they're also concerned about the insecurity. They're concerned about the multiple checkpoints. And unfortunately, if they want to meet their loved ones, they have no choice. It's like they're stuck between a rock and a hard place. It's either they pay for the tickets, 700K return tickets, or they risk their lives and travel by road. What would be your advice at this point in time?
Okay, what we see today as regards the aviation is expected. It's expected. I think it was Chinua Achebe who said, when things fall apart, the center cannot hold. So everything, things are falling apart. When you say a bag of onions is 250,000,
yeah.
So why wouldn't you fly 700,000? Do you get it? So there's a problem. That was why I said in that budget, if there's a particular allocation to security, but the point becomes, that allocation to security, are we going to see it manifest? You know, there's something about when you pass a budget. Sorry, I need to use this example. When you see things that happen in Enugu State, you pass a budget and you see physically where those things are being used. So you understand. Now, if we are told that a particular chunk of this amount will go to security, we should have security on the road. Traveling by road shouldn't be a problem. There was a time in Nigeria what we used to say, when you travel by road is risky because of the potholes, the bad roads. Now is insecurity. So if we solve the problem and more people travel by road, you will also discover that somehow it's going to have an impact on even the flight amount, the amount you pay to fly. These things are interwoven. They don't stand alone. They are interwoven. So when we fix these things, security is an area that must be tackled. Secondly, feeding. People must eat. I don't know why I'm saying it this way, but that's what it is. That's what I feel about it. There's hunger.
All right. Thank you so much, Dr. Aro, for joining us this morning. Always a pleasure having you and sharing your valuable insights. Thank you. And a Happy New Year to you as well. Coming Happy New Year
yeah, please,
in advance.
I just hope I'm going to go with my box.
Definitely.
Well, I'm happy.
If you tell someone to give me my box, bring it to the
Dr.
car.
Aro, I'm happy you're asking for a box. Right. So you cannot sue
yeah, give me a box, but I know you people are good people. You won't give me an empty box.
Oh, no, but you asked for a box.
Yes, please.
Oh. See, you can bear us witness. So. All right, thank you so much once again for joining us. And this is just a reminder, right now we are live on Afia News on YouTube, so do well to also join us live on Afia News at YouTube, and also to re-announce the winner of yesterday's 12 Days of Christmas special, Nnamdi Mba. You have won our treat from Fuzo Airport. So you can head on straight to your phone, of course, call this number to claim your prize. Congratulations, Nnamdi Mba. The contact you can reach is Afia line 0811 542 2594. I'll call it again, 0811 542 2594. Call this number, it's also on the screen. Call this number to claim your prize. And big congratulations to you once again. We'll go on a quick break now. When the morning show returns, we'll be prepping you for today's challenge and also going around the region. Find out what's happening, what's trending, and what matters to Southeasterners scattered across the 5 states. Stay with us. Welcome to Afia TV, your go-to channel for excellent news and incredible shows that keeps you IEI, that is, informed, entertained, and inspired. Need a break?
Ladies and germs, welcome to Lunch Break on Afia TV.
Join Choco to vibe and chill on Lunch Break at 2 p.m. for the latest trends in music and entertainment.
Not like I have big money.
Dive into the world of innovation and creativity with Rochelle on Anka.
It means art in English.
Where creative minds and groundbreaking ideas come to life. Tune in every weekday at 8 p.m. Do not miss Afia TV Official, your perfect dose of laughter, where they discuss what is currently trending on social media every day at 5:30 p.m. on Afia TV.
But in this economy, the savings will save you, man.
And that's not all. Stay tuned for more exciting shows on Afia TV. Catch us on DSTV channel 254 and GoTV channel 17. Good evening.
Introducing Ozo.
Afia TV's early Christmas gift to businesses in Southeast Nigeria. With Ozo, Afia TV is empowering local entrepreneurs with 1 billion naira advertising grant, helping you reach a global audience on DSTV, GoTV, and Afia Radio. For more information, visit www.afiatv.net/Ozo or visit the SME Center in your state.
Ozo, catalyzing economic growth. in Southeast Nigeria.
You're welcome back to the Afia Morning Show, and thank you for staying with us. My name is Nathalie Uku, and of course, Oji Wachuku is here. Compliments of the season. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year in advance.
I don't understand.
All right, so this is when we go on a trip around the region, and today we'll begin with what has been circulating on WhatsApp Messenger, and that involves the raid of NAFDAC in Aba. The National Agency for Food and Drug Administration and Control, NAFDAC, conducted a significant raid at Ezuku Market, Aba, destroying commercial products, of course, counterfeit products, and sealing of a part of the market. 150 shops were reportedly sealed by NAFDAC during this raid. Our correspondent in Aba, Chibike Agomba, has the details. Good evening to you, viewer, and welcome to Women in Business, a show that profiles women, executives, and even the next door store owner, showcasing Igbo greatness to the world.
I started always obsessed with books ever since I was a child.
The stress of always converting naira to dollar and...
An incompetent means an incompetent person.
What are your thoughts on the spate of sex for grades in Nigerian universities?
This very issue of owing salary should be criminalized.
How can they amplify their voices?
People don't have evidence.
You want to get to know about it? Have to stay tuned right here on Afia Morning Show to get the pulse and the feel of that.
Join us on Gyno Plus every Wednesday at 6 p.m. right here on Afia TV, DSTV channel 254, and GoTV channel 17, where we will delve into health issues affecting girls and women in society.
Breastfeeding doesn't even cost less than
the frequency of breastfeeding to means the approach you take to make sure that your well-being is maintained.
Welcome to the latest and most amazing show on your. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Lunch Break.
You don't sing along.
I did single.
For real.
You're not a backup singer.
That's what they do.
You've often wondered, what does it mean to be Igbo in today's Nigeria? You know, what's the intersections? What are the conversations we're having about our Igbo spirituality, culture? An example is people wearing red cap. You know, everybody wears red cap. Are they entitled to wear it? What does Nzenozo mean? What does Igbo spirituality mean? How have we changed as a society over the last 20, 30, 50, 100 years? Every Thursday, 6 p.m., if you want to know more on libations, as I have a conversation with different people from all walks of life who common thread is being Igbo, or doing business with the Igbo, or living in Igbo land. What does it mean to be Igbo in today's Nigeria? Cheers. And, I need to do this. Let me pour to our ancestors.
Week and another opportunity for us to gist and me to tell you, bring all the spice, all the things that are hot, trending and exclusive on social media. Sometimes I know there's constructive criticism. I know that you know how to quote it. So for the people that don't understand, I want to be like, oh, why are you doing this?
Please, I'm not a cross-dresser. I'm only doing this because of the money on Facebook.
There are some people you need to just tell the truth brutally. Let it hurt them. Give it hot.
Afia TV official, exclusive every weekday on Afia TV.
Time check, it's 2 p.m. and it's time for us to vibe, chill, and relax.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Lunch Break on Afia TV.
So Lunch Break is all about the music, it's all about fun, it's all about entertainment, it's all about entertaining gossip and stories from social, it's all about the latest trends, it's about what's lit, it's all about the games with our guests, and yes, in general, I like to say it's all about the vibes and vibes only.
Welcome to Afia TV, your go-to channel for excellent news and incredible shows that keeps you IEI, that is, informed, entertained, and inspired. Need a break?
Ladies and germs, welcome to Lunch Break on Afia TV.
Join Choco to vibe and chill on Lunch Break at 2 p.m. for the latest trends in music and entertainment.
Not like I have big money.
Dive into the world of innovation and creativity with Rochelle on Unka.
It means art in English.
Where creative minds and groundbreaking ideas come to life. Tune in every weekday at 8 p.m. Do not miss Afia TV Official, your perfect dose of laughter, where they discuss what is currently trending on social media every day at 5:30 p.m. on Afia TV.
But in this economy, the savings will save you, man.
And that's not all. Stay tuned for more exciting shows on Afia TV. Catch us on DSTV channel 254 and GoTV channel 17.
Good evening to you, viewer, and welcome to Women in Business, the show that profiles women, executives, and even the next door store owners, showcasing Igbo greatness to the world.
I started always obsessed with books ever since I was a child. The stress of always converting naira to dollar and
an incompetent means an incompetent person.
thoughts on the spate of sex for grades in Nigerian universities?
This very issue of owing salary should be criminalized.
How can they amplify their voices?
People don't have evidence.
You want to get to know about it? Have to stay tuned right here on Afia Morning Show to get the pulse and the feel of that.
Hey ladies, join us on Gyno Plus every Wednesday at 6 p.m. right here on Afia TV, DSTV channel 254 and GoTV channel 17, where we will delve into health issues affecting girls and women in society.
Breastfeeding doesn't even cause breastfeeding. The frequency of breastfeeding means the approach you take to make sure that your well-being is maintained.
Welcome back to the Afia Morning Show. We do sincerely apologize for what just happened right before we went on that extended break. We're having technical difficulties. We actually had to basically refresh and start the entire loading of all these interesting reports again. We do apologize. And if you're still watching, thank you for staying with us. We apologize for the technical difficulties that we're having on the show this morning. But at least the plane is still flying. We have not crashed yet. So yes, we'll go on straight back to the report on the raid by NAFDAC at the Enugu market in Aba, Abia State. By Chibike Magomba, our correspondent. Apologies once more. Stay tuned.
This is Enugu Market, also known as Cemetery Market. On Tuesday, December 17th, 2024, NAFDAC officials stormed Enugu Market, popularly known as Cemetery Market in Aba, Abia State. The operation uncovered and destroyed large quantities of counterfeit and expired goods, including drinks, snacks, and other consumables, which were being produced and distributed under unhygienic conditions. Following the raid, NAFDAC officials sealed the market, leaving traders stranded. One of the traders narrated what happened on the day of the raid.
The meanwhile, that day, I don't have shop of money. Then the owner shop, before you know, the soldiers in my side and go out and go to see money. I think what's I see that now, front information about veterans and everything like that. I will be so surprised that this thing, listen to this thing last year. Why this year again? This thing, I my explosion not the time. Even the same asylum should leave the market. I own the market.
Traders at the market expressed frustration over the closure, lamenting its impact on their businesses, especially during the holiday season. Many called for a more balanced approach that targets only the corporates rather than punishing the entire market.
It really affects me, and not only me, every of the traders in this market, because you know now is the season. Since how many days? Last year they did the same thing around this time. On Saturday we trade here and left. reaching on Sunday, we had there is a people here, after people or something like that. They sell all the market. So we came out here on Tuesday, started seeing all these things. We don't really know what is going on, and there is no any information about anything. I don't know what exactly happening.
In our business, based on our own brand, you still I'm not in there with a fake product everywhere, even in foreign countries, other dollars. Kevin, I'm in that kind of child, I've seen them after just like anyone. Most of me here, we're on the line of my manual, and everything. So, still, does let manual. How much can I say everywhere? So, there's annual. She's one that I business. So, things are anyhow, let's see what period I watch us. I am here, guys.
While we commend NAFDAC for its efforts in clamping down on counterfeit products, however, it is important to urge the agency to focus on punishing only the actual offenders. In Aba, Chibike Magomba, reporting for Afia TV.
Thank you for that report, Chibike. And, it's great that we're seeing NAFDAC, become so active. We're seeing this new DG, Martin Uluyomade, actually taking giant strides. We saw the raid that took place at the Buete market, and the fake drinks were, of course, also destroyed. We monitored that. And now we're seeing the same thing in Ababo. Ezuku market is becoming the hub of fake products. What do you think?
Well, it's not like people don't know these things, right? But it baffles me that even people around us know that these places are hub for fake production of these products. They still keep mute, damaging other people's, organs and whatnot, right? Because you want to make how much. So it's great that NAFDAC is stepping up and stepping in and doing what they have to do at this point in time to eradicate these hubs of
counterfeit
production of fake drinks.
Exactly, because I remember in an interview, Mr. Martins Uluyomade did say that he had once had a meeting with the market stakeholders, and he had told them to come forward with information if they knew anybody that was perpetrating the sale of these fake products. But here we are, they did not. So I think that also it raises another concern of accountability of market leaders, market stakeholders, especially at that market. But it's great to see action being taken in a positive direction. We move on now to another location in Aba, Abia State, where the management of Enyimba TV and Radio Limited, Aba, has decried what it perceived as intimidation by agents of the Abia State's government, clearing the air about an allegation by the government that it is building a hotel within its premises. Emmanuel Wazwe, Afia TV Bureau Chief in Abia State, reports.
Still under construction, this is the building in contention. Sealed and under lock and key, it belongs to Enyimba Television and Radio Limited, the parent platform of Enyimba 94.3 FM, Legend 98.3 FM, and Rose 101.9 FM, all in Aba. The Abia State government, through the Greater Aba Development Authority, GADA, and the Aba North Town Planning Authority, alleges that the ongoing building is a hotel, sealing off the place. This allegation gained prominence with Governor Alex Oti's comment about it during the last media parley.
I am not very, very fast about that matter, but I intervened in it when the owner of the station called. I was actually in Abuja in the National Economic Council meeting when he said there was an issue with a hotel he's building which shares the same premises with Enyimba FM and TV. Okay, so it is not actually Enyimba, it's a new hotel coming up there. But I had instructed my people to hold on until proper investigation is done. One thing you can take to the bank is that as a government, we will not do the wrong thing in spite of who is involved. And we will not let anybody go away with the wrong thing. So I asked both the Greater Aba Development Agency and Urban Town Planning Authority to hold on until we get the facts of the case.
However, the management of the media firm says, contrary to the claims, the building is not a hotel but a replacement for their burnt stations, but has witnessed harassment.
We decided to correct some misrepresentation. That building belongs to Enyimba TV and Radio Limited. Of course, that building started before the fire incident because the facility that got burned was meant to be a temporary site, although with the state-of-the-art equipment. As you know, what makes a radio station and a TV station are the equipment and of course the personnel, not the building itself. But within the limited space that we are confined to work with, we were able to manage the space, hoping that as we grow, we're also going to have a permanent site, which was actually what gave birth to the new site, the permanent site, which was under construction until the unfortunate incident actually sped up the construction. But the troubling incident is the reason for this. The facility was sealed and by team of, I call them agents of the Afia state government.
For a while. So I do not understand why it got to that point, because nobody threatened them. None of our staff members attacked them in any way. All they did was stand there. I think there are videos to show this for those who are looking for evidence. The videos to show this. None of our staff members attacked them. All they did was stand there. Someone made a video of them, and then they came in, pushed one of our staff members to the vehicle.
Recall that there was an inferno that raised down the building on the 2nd of November, forcing the stations to start all over again. A tour of what is left shows the ugly trails of the unfortunate fire incident. Findings, however, did not show any indication of a hotel space owing to the lack of parking space in the area. The media organization has called for a favorable atmosphere to operate and serve the people. From Aba, Emmanuel Wazwe reporting.
Thank you for that report, Emmanuel Wazwe. And of course, keep us in the loop of developments. At least the media house has finally cleared the air. Kemi Badenoch, a British politician and also a member serving as the leader of the opposition and leader of the Conservative Party since November 2024, has been quite critical about Nigeria and its systems. She has also been accused of denigrating and also, of course, putting Nigeria out in a bad light in her interviews, leading to mixed reactions. While some have praised Badenoch for coming out and saying what they have described about as the truth about Nigeria, others are saying that she should have not been so critical about the country. Now, here is a clip of the video that, of course, has led to the reactions from some members of the government. Take a look.
Hey ladies, join us on Gyno Plus every Wednesday at 6 p.m. right here on Afia TV, DSTV channel 254 and GoTV channel 17, where we will delve into health issues affecting girls and women in society.
Breastfeeding doesn't even cause breastfeeding. The frequency of breastfeeding means the approach you take to make sure that your well-being is maintained.
Welcome to the latest and most amazing show on here. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Lunch Break.
You don't sing along. I did sing good.
For real.
You're not a backup singer.
That's what they do.
You've often wondered, what does it mean to be Igbo in today's Nigeria? You know, what's the intersections? What are the conversations we're having about our Igbo spirituality, culture? An example is people wearing red cap. You know, everybody wears red cap. Are they entitled to wear it? What does Nzenoso mean? What does Igbo spirituality mean? How have we changed as a society over the last 20, 30, 50, 100 years? Every Thursday, 6 p.m. if you want to know more on Live Baby.
Yes, and yes, in general, I like to say it's all about the vibe and vibes only.
Welcome to Afia TV, your go-to channel for excellent news and incredible shows that keeps you IEI, that is, informed, entertained, and inspired. Need a break?
Ladies and germs, welcome to Lunch Break on Afia TV.
Join Choco to vibe and chill on Lunch Break at 2 p.m. for the latest trends in music and entertainment.
Not like I have big money.
Dive into the world of innovation and creativity with Rochelle on Unka.
It means art in English.
Where creative minds and groundbreaking ideas come to life. Tune in every weekday at 8 p.m. Do not miss Afia TV Official, your perfect dose of laughter, where they discuss what is currently trending on social media every day at 5:30 p.m. on Afia TV.
But in this economy, the savings will save you, man.
And that's not all. Stay tuned for more exciting shows on Afia TV. Catch us on DSTV channel 254 and GoTV channel 17.
You're welcome back to the Afia Morning Show, and I believe I've said this more times than necessary, but we apologize again for the technical glitches that have seemingly, of course, marred today's show and everything that we've been able to trying to achieve since morning. We do apologize. Some days are like that, some days better than others, but we do sincerely apologize, and thank you for staying with us despite these challenges. Right before that, we're about to head into the Kemi Badenoch saga, a British politician who has been accused of denigrating the image of Nigeria through her comments during interviews. People are saying, of course, the leadership of Nigeria is saying that she is going there to try to make Nigeria or bring Nigeria to ridicule, saying that the police is also thieving and has almost stolen her wristwatch and her shoes before. Some Nigerians support her for coming out to say the truth, what they believe is the truth, while others are saying that, you know, she shouldn't be going out there and making Nigeria look a certain way. But who better share insights on this and tell us what he thinks about this? Is what Kemi Badenoch said true or false? Should she be allowed to pursue what she believes is the truth? We are joined now by Ozo Igbonekwu Ogazimorah, former Commissioner for Information, Enugu State, Editor-in-Chief, SBS Great Interviews, and an attorney at law. Thank you, sir, for joining us.
Thank you very much. Welcome.
Pleasure to have you on. So, you know, Kemi Badenoch, she's been vocal, and this has caused a lot of controversy. You have the VP Shetima saying that, you know, she should just distance herself from Nigeria. You have other politicians that are not happy about what she has said, whereas residents are saying, you go speak the truth, let's call a spade, let's say things the way they are. Where do you stand? Is Kemi Badenoch saying the truth?
Okay, thank you very much. There are indications that many Nigerians miss the point. In discussing state and nationality, there is no truth. You work with only the facts. I listened, or rather I read the Badenoch lady, and she said, I am more, or I should feel more referred to as a Yoruba than Nigeria. And now she gave instances why she did not think she was proud of Nigeria. The police incident was one. Then the incidences of terrorism, another. The question should be, are these facts or not facts? Let's leave truth out of it. And then people do not have good knowledge of the relationship or the differentiation between the state and the nation. Nigeria is the state. Yoruba is the nation. Igbo is the nation. Hausa may be the nation, and so on and so forth. Now, the state was not created by the people. It was created for imperial interests of colonialists who just posted out there, these people get together, you are Nigerians, without caring about the characteristics. It is the nation, the Yoruba, the Igbo, the Hausa, the Edo, that have the characteristics. These characteristics, the major element is similarity in characteristics. Now, why would a state try to force you to accept it as a nation? A state can aspire to get you to consider it as the nation or the nation state. But that is only if you do what you are supposed to do. A state where the police will steal from the citizens and there's no punishment. A state where over 2 trillion is paid as ransom cannot be a nation. A state where communities go out there to hire non-state actors to defend them against the malaise of criminals cannot compel people to call it a nation. For you to be a nation or nation state, you have to exhibit those characteristics of the nation. That is, you look out for your own, you protect your own, you get your own to be proud of you. That is where many people miss the point. Because they look at what is signposted as the Nigerian state, and they say you have to be loyal, you have to be patriotic, you have to be nationalistic. You can only be nationalistic when the state itself exhibits those things required of a nation to compel your love, your attachment, and you give it the glory. The state is virtually the God, where it works very well. You can see, take for instance, the state of Israel. The state of Israel is one that looks out for its own, that goes to other continents to rescue its citizens, whether the citizens are connected with the government or not, whether the citizens are billionaires or paupers. They go out there, they say, no, if you take him or her like that, you have demeaned our state. So for us to tell you not to fiddle with us, not to play games with us, we will come and retrieve that person and we will punish you for that. That is the state that has now compelled the citizens to be nationalists, to have pride in their state. Does Nigeria do that? When Nigeria cannot even get its police to protect a person. When the average Nigerian now reports a matter to a court group in the community, somebody comes to your house and seizes your thing or obstructs your land or your construction, instead of going to the police, you go to a court group to come and rescue you. Is that the state you have to be proud of? Is that the state you have to call your nation? People resort to non-state actors, to extraordinary factors. You have law courts. People prefer to go to juju because they believe that is where justice is. Even when some of those juju priests are manipulative. So the persons blaming Kemi are not looking at it in the depth of it. Has the state done its own job for it to get you to be a nationalist? It has not.
Okay.
Has the state done roads?
Yeah.
So that when you travel from here to Lagos, you feel you are happy in your own state? Has the state been objective in building infrastructure? A state that was told that the best way to erect a state company, functional, productive, yielding for the country, is to locate it close to our nature. But because of politics, you took it to Lokoja. There's no economic value. And for over 40 years, it has failed. Rather, it is a draining pad. So what has the state done for it to now accept?
You know, right before you come in, I would like to just say this. You have categorically and in a very poetic fashion described the problem with Nigeria. But we're going to get back to it. Oji.
Okay, now the question is, these faults and problems and issues, adversities we've been going through in this country is known, is out there. Everybody sees it, even these leaders, the politicians. But my question is, knowing that these things are the problems of this country, and Kemi Badenoch is somewhat, people are seeing her as the mouthpiece of an ordinary Nigerian who share these same views, but don't have that mouth, don't have that might to air out their opinions and be heard on the national stage, right? On the international stage, by the way. So these leaders, these people know that these are the problems, these are the facts, these are the perspective she's coming from, but they knock it off and doing what I might call image management. Even the VP, Kashim Shettima, called out and was like, if you want to remove your name, remove Kemi from your name. Nigeria is one of the greatest countries in the world, in the planet, right? There's been a backlash from different avenues, right? So my question is, knowing fully well that she is somewhat saying the truth, factually, right? Is this more of like image management for Nigeria, the Nigerian state? Oh, you don't have to push us on the black bad lights in the international stage.
You see why I love public relations. Public relations talks about mutual understanding. You understand me, I understand you. It's not like advertising. Advertising doesn't care about what you think. It sells to you. Hard sell, it sells to you. What the VP, with due respect, is doing is an attempt to compel somebody to see things differently from his own perspective. And he's doing that because he is a beneficiary. He is protected. He's not afraid of roadside armed robbers. He's not afraid of pickpockets. He's not afraid of night marauders who can come into people's houses. He's not afraid of a terrorist. He travels with a convoy of many cars, sometimes up to 100 cars, and about 40 occupied by heavily armed security men. So he is protected. He is not, it was wrong for him to come into the arena, right? Because he represents the state. It was wrong for him to come into the arena. And the way he came into the arena by saying she should have changed her name and all that, I mean, that was being personal. There was no need for that. What you ordinarily do if you run a corporate organization is when an error is pointed out, you try to see if it is true. You try to see if it can be fixed. Then you explain why it was so. And then you say, this is how it is going to be. It is going to be better in the next 6 months. Not dismissing somebody. You see, the problem with Nigeria as a state is Nigeria is run by persons who believe that you must accept it without any duty from them. They owe Nigerians a duty. Most Nigerians actually see Nigerian state as an occupier, as a force that is against their will, their expression of their nationality, their expression of their individuality, their expression of their intellectualism, their enterprise. The state is there to arrest every creative move. That is the point Kemi is raising. The state should be there to organize the skills, various skills, nationalistic skill, entrepreneurial skill, whatever skill, so that individuals will blossom. Because when individuals blossom, the state is going to blossom. It is not good for a state to rely only on funding persons to express love for the state. Tell me any person who is expressing undying love for the state who is not the beneficiary of the state. That is not it. I just mentioned the state of Israel. Certain persons, even though it's a highly educated society, some of them may not have even had real knowledge of who is governing them. But they know that the state is there for them, even while they are alive or when they are dead. If you want to understand what a state does, go and desecrate the grave of an Israeli, even outside the country. They will teach you a lesson. That is what the state does. A state that has failed to even protect its own citizens. A state that goes into deals with criminals and ex-criminals and say, rob this side, leave this side. You go into a deal. You see what has been happening since 2009 when Boko Haram started. It has always been deals, backdoor China deals, and it's been going on like that. And it's like the state doesn't care. The state regards the common people as expendable things around in the society. And whether it is removed or not, it is not their business. You haven't cared to provide them water, you haven't cared to provide them electricity, you haven't cared to provide them roads, you haven't cared to provide them houses, and you want them to be expressing state, love for the state. Yes, you have put it out there. Everybody should love it on the hope that there will be an improvement. But people have now hoped for years on end, no results.
No results. Now, in your view, Kemi Badenoch has said that she stands by everything that she said. Do you think that Kemi should continue to speak about the ills in Nigeria? Should she continue to speak what to her are facts, like as you described?
Yeah. You see, I doubt if it is a matter of she continuing. It is more of a matter of people who know to keep speaking up. People who know to keep speaking up, to keep pointing things out. People who can tell the society now that for you to go to a division of Nigerian police to report a case, you have to be armed with at least 20,000 naira. And then for the case to be diligently pursued, for it to arrive at the court, you have to spend more.
Are you saying that beyond Kemi, that more Nigerians, more
Yes.
people that have interests in Nigeria should also rise and speak up about the ills?
Yes.
But what would be the end game of all of this? What would be the melting pot of all of this? Where is all this going to lead to if everybody starts to speak as outspoken as Kemi has been?
Yes, if people begin to speak sincerely, they are going to hammer the conscience of the people running the state to think of change, or even understand, because many of them do not have any knowledge of the scientific elements that determine a state. They see their upgrade or elevation in the political system as pay for their work, for their struggles to be at the head, to earn more money, drive more cars, get more women, build beautiful houses. That's what they see. They are not seeing their job in the state construct. The job lies in making the state more recommended, more preferred by the citizens. Why is it that many Nigerians who can afford it are in a hurry to acquire the citizenship of other countries?
Yeah.
Why would a Nigerian doctor, a Nigerian bank manager, leave Nigeria to go and be a cleaner in Canada? A Nigerian doctor living in a duplex, riding 2 or 3 cars, he will go to Canada to be a cleaner, to be a bouncer, to be a pump station attendant. In Canada, he is at least sure that if somebody points a finger at him, the state will respond if it's reported to the state. The police will respond if it's reported to the state police. But here in Nigeria, where he is a bank manager and all that, if he has an incident, the police will not even come. The police will send you an account number to send money before they come.
All right, very briefly.
There's this vantage I want us to come from, because so many commentaries, right, is interesting what they were saying. So it falls like this. Is Kemi doing this just to please some certain sect regarding election gains in the UK? Is she, as she said, she doesn't want the country she's governing to be like the country she's coming from. So from this perspective, do you think also there might be interest here? Like she might be coming from a perspective of trying to please some certain people just for election bids and gains?
Okay. I do not think she is trying to please anybody. She just posted 1 or 2 experiences. Police stole my brother's shoe. Police, you will report to if your shoe is missing. Stole his brother's shoe. They stole her wristwatch. These are facts. Why not say, the thing you should hear from the authorities is this: which station, which policeman? And you identify the policeman and you punish the policeman. That is the only response required from the state. Not trying to ask her, tell her you can drop your nationality, you should change your name and all that. No. The response should be, where is the police station? Or at the point where you were robbed. And you identify who did it and you punish the person according to the law. Then you know that you are responding to her. If you engage in verbal brickbat, you are not making any point to those who understand. The issue is those who understand. Now you brought in an element. Is she trying to please anybody? I do not think she's trying to please anybody. She is explaining her pain, her anguish, and she's expressing her frustration that this giant state we all hope to be good has been defeated in all points of nation statehood. All points of nation statehood. Is it education? Is it agriculture? Is it security? Where is it that the state has not failed or has not disappointed people? In the universities, people send their children to school, living the fear that their children would be converted to cultists and become something else, even a threat to themselves. You go to the hospital, the public hospitals, there's no treatment for you. You have to go to the hospital where you pay huge sums of money to get somebody rich, to get somebody to fund his life, for you to have your health. In all states that are moving, tertiary health is the responsibility of the state, even if it is at just a 50% level. In Nigeria, if you have kidney challenge, if you don't have money, you'll die. If you have liver damage, if you don't have money, you'll die. If you have cancer, if you don't have money, you'll die. But these are tertiary health incidences that where the state must come in. Even the primary health incidences, have it been handled?
I mean, those are the questions. Thank you so much, Ozo, for joining us on the show today. I mean, I would have loved us to have more discussions concerning this, but we're already out of time. But I think you have already put everything in perspective. This is a reality, and maybe unknown to you, you've actually also echoed the problem with Nigeria, just like Kemi Badenoch has done. Thank you so much for giving your valuable insights.
Thank you very much.
Continue this.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, and compliments of the season to you.
Compliments, madam.
All right, we'll take a quick break now. When we return, we'll be dropping our question for today's 12 Days of Christmas special, and of course, a brief message from the Enugu multi-door courthouse. Do stay.
Welcome to Afia TV, your go-to channel for excellent news and incredible shows that keeps you IEI, that is, informed, entertained, and inspired. Need a break?
Ladies and germs, welcome to Lunch Break.
Have to stay tuned right here on Afia Morning Show to get the pulse and the feel of that.
Of the Enugu State Multi-Door Panel of Mediators, Barrister Maxwell Ora, earlier sensitized residents on strategies for handling family disputes this festive season.
For me, I want to start with telling you that there cannot be any relationship without conflicts. In fact, what really boosts up family relationship is misunderstanding and misconception. However, there are strategies one can apply during this festive period in which conflicts can be resolved. And for me, I believe that the most important is having what we call empathy. Because once you have empathy, you introduce humanity in whatever you're doing, placing yourself as in the shoe of the other person. The most important thing when you want to resolve family conflict, especially in this festive period, is first of all acknowledging that you are wrong without having any caveat to it. When you express and understand that you're wrong, show that you are wrong, tell the other person, ask the other person how the person feels being wronged. That's the first step you can take as a strategy to resolving conflict in the family. When you acknowledge your faults, it goes a long way to make the other person, your partner, to understand, or any other person, the family member, to understand that really you are sober and you wish to resolve the conflict. Then the second one is trying to express yourself properly. the use of language or communication is very key. How you talk to the next person, your relation, or a family member, or your partner. The way and manner you talk to the person, the language, the couching of the language should also come from him, should be inbuilt, showing that it is coming from your heart. And you acknowledge to the other person that, having known that I have hurt you, I think that I am also sorry. So you can also express yourself in a better language to make the other person understand that you are really not in tune with the hurt or the conflict.
Ora also shared the consequences of ignoring the need to handle family disputes peacefully.
That is why I say that you must first of all bring in empathy. Empathy makes you to have a human consciousness to the relationship. Because what the basic thing about trying to resolve family issues is that there must be understanding. There must be misunderstanding, there must be misrepresentation, there must be misconception. So once you bring empathy in, you understand the other person better. Now, when the other person feels as if he doesn't care, there are other strategies we can bring in. The other strategies are, we call it the 5 C's in conflict resolution. You can use it in your place of work, you can use it even in the family. So one of the strategies is avoidance. When you see that the person constantly wants to abuse the privilege you are given by acknowledging your hurt and your feelings, you can avoid the...
And start to speak up like Kemi Badenoch has done about the problem with Nigeria. So the question for today's 12 Days of Christmas special is, what did Ozo Igbonekwu Ogazimorah say would happen if all Nigerians begin to speak up about the problem with Nigeria? What would happen if all Nigerians begin to speak up about the problem with Nigeria? Tell us exactly how he said it in his words, and you do stand a chance to win.
Yeah, definitely. There's a meal, right, at Open Sheraton, Enugu, by the way. So do well to comment or down the stream on this Afia news, right? Just get there, and if you're not there already, just get there and download. What am I saying? Download the conversation and get to tell us the answer of the question for the day, 12 Days to Christmas, and you get to win a meal, a yummy meal from Open Sheraton. That's all you need to do. Just get to commenting right now and you get yourself the yummy meal from Open Sheraton.
Yes, so the special melting pot, if you're able to answer the question correctly first, you do win a free meal at Open Sheraton, but there is a cap. The meal is worth 5,000 vouchers. If you're able to answer correctly, you do win that 5,000 Naira voucher for a meal at Open Sheraton. And I repeat the question, go straight down to Afia. What are your thoughts on the spate of sex for grades in Nigerian universities?
This very issue of owing salary should be criminalized.
How can they amplify their voices?
People don't have evidence.
Want to get to know about it? Have to stay tuned right here on Afia Morning Show to get the pulse and the feel of that.